Hello, myself Pooja Mad. Today's date is 4th of April 2022. Today's video topic: difference between static and instance variable, static and instance method, and static and instance block. Instance variable are created when an object is created. When an object is created with the use of the keyword new and destroyed. When the object is destroyed, static variables are created when the program starts and destroyed when the program stops. Instance variable can be accessed directly by calling the variable name inside the class. Instance variable and static variable. In instance variable, instance variables are declared in a class but outside a method, constructor or any block. In static variables, also known as static variables, are declared with the static keyword in a class but outside a method, constructor or a block. In static variable, instance variables are created when an object is created with the use of the keyword new and destroyed when the object is destroyed. In instance variable can be accessed directly by calling the variable name inside the class. However, within the static methods, when instance variables are given accessibility, they should be called using the fully qualified name. In static variables can be accessed by calling with the class name dot variable name. In instance variable holds value that must be referenced by more than one method, constructor or block, or essential parts of an object's state that must be present throughout the class. In static variable, there would only be one copy of each class variable per class, regardless regardless of how many objects are created from it. Instance method and static methods. Static methods can be called without the object of the class. Instance methods requires an object of the class. Static methods are associated with the class. Instance methods are associated with the object. Static methods in Java. Usually, the methods of a class are dependent on the object of the class. But there will be time when we want to define a method inside a class that can work independently. That is, they are independent of the class, of the object of the class. In Java, it is possible to create a method inside a class that can be used by itself without reference to an instance of the class. This type of method is known as the static method. To create such a method, we have to precede its declaration with the keyword static. When a member is declared static, our program can access it before any class objects are created. That is, without reference to any object. The most common example of a static member is the main method. It is declared static because it must be called before any object exists. Then what are the restrictions? They can only call other static methods inside them. They must only access static data. They cannot refer to this super in any way. Instance methods in Java. Although it is perfectly fine to define a class with only data members, it rarely happens. Most of the time, we use methods to access the instance variable of the class. Methods allows the class to hide the specific layout of internal data structure behind method abstraction. In addition to defining methods that provide access to that data, we can also define methods used internally by the class itself. And that's all about it. Thank you.